Hello, 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 YouTubers. How are you doing on this wonderful, wonderful Tuesday in the high 10? It is Angela Logan with Everyday Shenanigans. I'm sure most of you have heard about Mr. Joshua Brown, 28 years of age, lived in Dallas, Texas. He was the witness in the Amber Guyger trial. The lady, ex-cop who was accused of killing Botham Jean, her neighbor. Well, Mr. Brown, 28 years of age, was gunned down last Friday in Dallas, Texas. He was shot multiple times where he succumbed to his injuries. And I want to get right into the information that I have for you. 3 suspects are in lieu. Well, let me say the police were looking for 3 suspects, or 3 suspects were involved in the crime, excuse me. 1 has been apprehended in this case, and I'm sure many of you are speculating, many people are speculating that it has something to do with the trial. What's the 411 on the situation? So far, the details I have is that Mr. Brown was selling narcotics, and it was a drug deal that went bad. He and the guy got into an argument, and one thing led to another, was escalated, and then the guy shot him multiple times. Now, as far as him being shot last year, I haven't heard that what stemmed from that shooting. So that's why I wanted to make sure I got all my information before I got on here today, because before I was going to do this video, and then I found information out why he was shot in this incident last Friday, and it was because of a drug deal. Because, I didn't even know why he was shot, and I'm glad I got the update before I did the video earlier. So it looks like Mr. Brown had a drug transaction. There were some words. He got shot. Like I said, I don't have any information as far as who shot him last year. As far as the police is concerned, that persons are still at large that shot him last year. So I did think, wow, this is crazy. He feared for his life after he was, shot last year. He told the police that. He told the DA that he didn't want to testify because obviously he was being hunted by some people, or he feared for his safety. So, at that time when I read that article earlier, I was thinking, well, did he get shot because he came out to give information about the trial with the Botham Jean case? And so I was wondering, what was really going on. But then when I got this update that it was a drug deal was why he got shot last Friday, it kind of eased my mind that it was like a hit or somebody personal in the Amber Guyger saga, trying to hunt him down and gun him down because he testified. So as I said, that's my update. Now, as far as there being the DA, let's say the defense attorney appealing this case, some lady said something about that on the Newsbreak app. I'm hoping not, because I feel like this. Amber testified to the fact that she deliberately walked up to this apartment, assuming it was hers, shot the man in cold blood. She's acknowledged that. So I don't see that any testimony that this man gave would be considered tainted because he is an alleged drug dealer. I mean, let's be truthful. Nothing bad was said about him being a drug dealer, drug user up until today, from my knowledge. I'm speaking on my information that I've gotten. I didn't know anything about this young man, what he did for a living. He's allegedly a construction contractor, so I hadn't heard of his profession or anything while the trial was going on, and I really didn't keep up much with the trial. I just kind of was waiting for the verdict. I didn't listen to a lot of testimony. Like I said, I'd listened briefly, but I didn't divulge day for day in the trial who said what, all that, who did what for a living. I didn't follow through. I just wanted to see what the sentence was going to be. Did she got found guilty or not? And yeah. But as I said, I don't want to start thinking down that road of appeals and all that, because it's like she admitted that she killed the guy. So what is there to argue over? What is there to dispute now after the fact? Because the witness was found out to be to allegedly have sold drugs. So if people want to start saying, "Oh, well, he wasn't a good character witness," and the thing about people is this: you don't know what people are out here doing. You don't know what people are doing any time of day. Whether you think they're doing right, they're probably doing something wrong. It doesn't Doesn't necessarily have to be selling drugs or murdering someone, but it could be doing something facetious in nature. And that's how I'm going to look at it. Because I don't want to focus on any more negativity pertaining to this case, because people are still yapping at the mouth. People are still making snide remarks, just like some fool jumping on my page, on my channel here, talking about only black people giving commentary, this and that. First of all, I don't care. Black people in America and abroad, we are entitled to our opinion. We can say what we want to say. And if we want to give an opinion about a black man being gunned down in the privacy of his home, I think we have every right. Just like we can say what we want about the various black men gunned down in the street, period. Whether they are partaking in certain activities, illegal or not, still nobody has the right to just snuff you out for no reason. Now, yes, you have people out here doing facetious things, evil things to people, which would warrant someone taking their life, especially if it's a matter of them defending themselves. But white people commit crimes as well, Asian people, Hispanic people. And one thing I'm not about to do is argue back and forth about somebody Black Lives Matter. Yes, I know all lives matter, but there's a reason why Black Lives Matter came to fruition. Because we didn't feel valued. We still don't feel valued in this country as African American people. Whether we're engaging in illegal activity, hanging on a street corner, smoking a cigarette under a tree, whatever. Too easy for us to be mistaken for doing wrong. We look like this person. We sound like this person. You hear it every day and it gets old. It gets very old. And like they say, until you walk in someone's shoes, as my pastor has said, recent sermon, and it's the truth. Until you walk in somebody's shoes, you don't know what they got going on. You don't know what their life is like. So you can't assume that every person of this group, that group, or however you want to categorize people, that they are the same. Every black person is not the same. Every white person isn't the same. All black people don't get high, sell drugs, drink, have a slew of babies. Whatever stigma, stereotype, you're petty to think that. And my thing is, an outside race really don't need to be saying anything about another race. Because if you're not accustomed to the race, you don't know anything about it, about them, or what you think about them, you shouldn't give your opinion. Because in the end, your opinion don't mean nothing no way. We're all of the flesh, and we're all going to go to dust, so it doesn't matter. Because in the end, bones are bones. Ain't nobody really going to care once you're 6 feet under. What you look like, where you came from, who your mama was, if you was a Jew, Arab, black, or what. Stop being petty, America. Stick to the issue. Somebody wronged somebody, then judge them accordingly. And in the end, Joshua Brown selling drugs don't have anything to do with that white woman walking up in that black man's apartment and shooting him. And if it was a white woman that walked into a white man's apartment, I'd still feel the same. And I think a lot of sane, lucid Americans would feel the same. It's not always about race in certain situations, but she was wrong. And that's my opinion. It's my channel. I give my opinion. You don't like it? That's cool. I ain't worried about it. Because as I keep telling people, what you eat don't make me fat. Ding! Till the next video. I'll talk to you guys later. And thanks for listening, sharing, watching. Hey, thank you. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.